Hi guys, it's good to see you. I haven't been here for a while, but I had to pop on and tell you about my disastrous hair color story. This has implications not just for me, but for all of us when we're getting our gray hair dyed. This is the second time I'm doing a video on this. The first time I lost all of my film transferring my files from my camera to my computer. And my hair has been fixed once. It may need another fix, but it's been worse than this. There were a lot of red flags in this whole process. So I'm saying that I made plenty of mistakes. So listen for those mistakes, and if you identify anything I did wrong, please comment below. This is the way I came home from the salon. Now, mind you, my hair was still wet, not particularly styled, but look at my complexion, white as a ghost, and looking a little unhappy. Let me show you the pictures I showed the colorist. This is what she had to work with. Maybe I should start from the beginning on this. I've only seen her 3 times. Maybe 2 times more than I should have. I liked my old salon, but it was getting a little bit pricey for me. When I say a little, I'm exaggerating. So my stylist in the old salon used to cut my hair maybe once every 3 months and do the roots once every 5 weeks and do highlights, I don't know, 2 or 3 times a year. That's it. And I was really happy with the results, but I used to space them out, but on one particular day, I had them all done together. So I got a haircut, I got highlights, and I got my roots done, went up to the desk, and the bill for that, $500. I was in a state of shock. Shock, I tell you. I even said what I was thinking, which is, do you want me to take out a small loan for this? I was unbelievably amazed at the price that they charged me. Now, I know prices are going up, but that was crazy. So I resolved at that point, I got to find somebody else. I called a friend of mine, and she recommended another stylist, which was pretty far away. It's about 40 minutes from my house, but I thought I would give her a try. And she is a curly specialist, so I thought, good, let me give this a shot. And she had an assistant, and her assistant was somebody who she recommended could do the color. And she said, no problem. Color is easy. It's the first thing you learn when you come out of beauty school, and she was right out of beauty school. And anybody can do it. Anybody who's qualified could do it. And I thought, okay. So I did it the first time, and I don't have a picture, but it was a little bit too blonde, and it had a lot of red in it, so I wasn't thrilled. Doesn't look like the pictures I showed you. And then I thought, all right, we'll make an adjustment the next time. I want the second time. Here's a picture. I have to explain the picture because obviously there's something else going on. And if you can see, it's still a little red. I wasn't really happy with that either. All right, let me explain the black eye. At the beginning of the month, I had eye surgery. It was ptosis. Ptosis is like a droopy eye. It droops and the eyelid sort of covers your eye. It was considered a medical procedure, and insurance covered it. Yay. Not considered cosmetic, but I got a horrible black eye from it. I went back a 3rd time. Are you picking up any red flags here? I thought this time I am going to show her all the pictures that I have. So I showed her the pictures I showed you, plus a few more, and you can see there's a lot of warm brown in my pictures. There's some highlights too, and I didn't ask for highlights. I just asked for the underlying color. She pulled out a sheet of colored hair. She guided me towards the blonde, but a dark blonde, and that's what I picked. Didn't just do the roots, she did all of my hair, plus my eyebrows. This is what I wound up with. I didn't see it till the very end. It was a 2-hour process. It took her forever. She's really slow. I got out to the car because it was a cloudy day and it was really a little hard to tell in the salon, although I could see it was darker. And that's when I really freaked out. Really, really freaked out because it was so much darker. I couldn't tell it was dark. I mean, dark, dark, dark. It almost looked black in some places. I texted my husband and I said, just be prepared. It's a lot darker. Then I finally reached home after a 45 minute trip, and he was standing by the door, which is kind of unusual for him. And the first thing he said to me was, I hate it. And I was like, oh, that's not good. And he said to me, you can't go out like that. I can't go out like that? I thought he meant we're taking a family trip next week and we're going to see relatives that we haven't seen in a while. And I thought he meant that, but he didn't. He meant I shouldn't go out like that at all. And that freaked me out and made me feel worse. Okay, I went from feeling bad to feeling horrible because I know it wasn't good, but to feel like you can't step outside your door or avoid people that I know at home, so that was really bad. And I knew it was really unflattering because it looked so cool against my face, and I'm like a neutral. I'm between cool and warm, but I tend to be more of a neutral warm, if that makes sense. So what to do? I called the salon right away. I was probably still in a state of shock and horror. Talked to the person at the desk, which I shouldn't have done, and she talked to the colorist and she said, well, the only thing to do is come in and get some highlights, and I'm available next week. I didn't feel any urgency around this problem, and she said, you may need a couple of rounds of highlights to bring it back, but I thought, what is that going to be like? Highlights? And then underneath, looks pretty dark now, but yeah, just dark with blonde highlights. I couldn't imagine. But the bottom line was, I didn't trust her. Do you go back a fourth time? No, you don't. I called my old salon to see if I could get an appointment with my old stylist, but he wasn't available before I went on my trip with my relatives. So I thought maybe I'd go to somebody else in that salon and maybe he'd be around to supervise, which he was. But early this week, I called the salon again and talked to the manager, and the manager said, come in, the owner of the salon will take care of it. Then it came down to money. Don't pay anything for it, or I know I would pay over $300 with my old salon. So I thought, all right, I'll take a chance with the owner of the new salon and see what happens. This is what happened. I think it's better. Do you think it's an improvement? I'm not sure. I think it's better. I think it's warmer, but it's still pretty dark. I'm not sure what to do next. I'd love to hear your opinion on this. Go back to the old salon or try the new salon and have the owner do it again. So I'm asking you to be my advisor in this. What do you think I should do? Are you liking the darker color, or should I go back to the color that I had before and I showed you in the pictures? What are your thoughts? Please put them in the comments below, but mostly I want to hear about you. Have you had a bad experience with color? And how did you resolve it? What can we do to avoid this mess to start with? I did a whole video on selecting a stylist, but I didn't really include color. What's some advice you might offer to someone who's looking for good color? Or do you think I should go gray altogether? That's a whole other subject. I think we can really help each other at this point, so please put your thoughts in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please consider subscribing and giving this video a like. Bye-bye. I will see you next time.